Hello dear hiking and backpacking friends, my name is Hendrik and it's good to see your smiling faces in front of the screen again. Today I'm doing a video about the Hilleberg Enan tent. I bought this a while ago and I thought it is time to do a video about it. However, this is not going to be a review video. This is more a video where I show you how the tent is pitched, the pros and cons, and show you how it looks on the inside. But I'm not going to judge it. I simply feel I haven't used this tent enough to make a considered judgment about this tent, so I don't want to do that. But it helps you probably to get a feel for this tent and see what you could like about it and what you might not like about it. Let me start by showing you what comes in the bag. This is a very nice, spacious bag. It feels like it's made of the same material as the tent itself. Inside we have a pole bag with the one pole the tent is pitched with, and then there's also some spare parts in there. And somewhere here also should be, there it is, a small bag with the pegs which come with the tent. And obviously here we have the tent itself. Let's pitch it. Now the Enan is a small tent in my opinion, so it doesn't need a lot of space to pitch it. That is really cool if you're going into the mountains and you're looking for a small even space. So that is one of the really big plus points of this tent, that it has a small footprint. It doesn't need a lot of space, and that's why I'm pitching over here, because I feel that should illustrate this advantage quite well. Just checking where the door is. Okay, it's over here. And we are I found that securing the tent before putting the pole in helps me to get a better pitch, and of course in windy conditions it's very nice if your tent doesn't fly away. Alright, it's pegged out at 4 corners. Time to take the one pole. As you saw, that went very easy and quick. Now I'm just going to peg out the two ends of the tent. And now just re-staking the ends in case I feel that they're not perfect yet. And now I could, in very windy conditions, still peg these out, but right now I feel here in the forest that's not needed. But I feel that this could be a little bit better, so I can use the line locks to adjust it. Well, there's a little bit of a science with these, and there we go, and like that. Okay, we will have to restake this one. Let's make it more generous this time, that we have more space to work with. Now we got a nice taut pitch. The Hilleberg Enan has on both ends of the tent a mesh window, and you can close that in case it's too windy and you feel you want to not have a lot of draft going through the tent. However, for condensation minimization purposes, I always would recommend keeping them open. But let me show you how to close them. There's two ways to do this. I found it easier to just go in from here and take the fabric out of its little pocket, and then from the inside take the little hooks and put it through the rings at the outside of the tent. It is easier if you put the line lock a little bit more loose. That way you can grab it easier from the outside. Time to take a look inside of the Hilleberg Enan. As you can see over here, the Enan has one very big mesh door. The whole door is made out of mesh, while the rest of the tent is made from a solid fabric. The vestibule of the Hilleberg Enan is large enough to easily accommodate a 40-liter backpack. In this case, my Huckepack's Phoenix Light backpack. If you're curious about it, make sure to check out the video on it. It's linked up in the right corner. But as I said, the vestibule is large enough to fit the backpack here and have the rest of the gear inside. This is also a nice enough big space to cook your food. For example, boil some water and have a cup of coffee. And there we're inside of the Enan. Let's have a quick look how it looks over here. One thing you probably right away see is that the head height over here isn't very high. I need to sit a little bit crouched, that it is more comfortable. I'm only 1.75 meters tall, so if you're taller than me, then you might want to check out the sizing of this tent before you decide if this is the tent for you. I find it a little bit on the small side, and as I said, I am not that tall. At the back wall of the tent we have these two nice mesh pockets. These help with organizing your stuff, and they make a very good space to store your glasses, cell phone, clock, and any other small items that you want to make sure don't get lost. Psst! How do you like the Hilleberg Enan? Let me know in the comments underneath, and make sure to give me a thumbs up. On the top of the tent there are 3 small attachment possibilities for a rope. Now, because it isn't that high, I think this is only a good idea for hanging your headlamp when you want to read. For sleeping there is plenty of space in my opinion. This is a quite spacious one-person tent. There's a lot of extra space here on the left when you're laying like this in the tent, and also with a thick mattress and a puffy sleeping bag or quilt, you still should have plenty of space around you for sleeping. What's probably also interesting to know for you is that you can switch the inner tent of the Enan. There's a complete mesh version available, so for summer conditions that is probably the way to go. Of course you have to buy that separately. The tent as it is, I feel, is really well made. The materials are durable, and this really is a very nice Hilleberg tent. Now if you're saying, Hendrik, the Enan looks awfully familiar, then you're correct. The Enan is based in some part on the design of the Acto, which is Hilleberg's 4-season one-person shelter, and it also has the single pole construction. However, the end is a little bit different on the Acto, and the materials are a little bit thicker. All in all, the Hilleberg Enan is a premium tent made from premium materials in Europe, and it is also coming with a premium price. Usually the Hilleberg Enan sells for around 740 euros, more or less depending on the country that you're living in or the little discount that you might find on it. Hilleberg also has a good warranty and, more important, a repair service. So if ever something should go broken with your Hilleberg Enan tent, you can send the tent to Hilleberg and they will fix it in case you're not able to do it yourself. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this new format of introducing you to tents that I own and leaving you to make the judgment. There will be coming more of these videos in the next weeks and months. As always, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and remember, life is better outside. Just Hilleberg's The Hilleberg Enan has on boat and mesh windows which help with The Hilleberg Enan has on both ends a mesh window which helps with condensation minimization.